What up guys, it's ImQuazar and welcome to possibly my last Black Ops 3 video because the next Call of Duty is coming out in 3 weeks time and newer games are out, so I am occupied playing those, so I probably won't be playing Black Ops 3 at all, and the next Call of Duty is right around the corner and I'll be playing that instead, so hopefully that's good enough for me to stay on the game for a full year instead of coming back to Black Ops 3. But in this video I will show you my stats, 2 classes in which will help you if you will be staying playing Black Ops 3, as well as if you don't intend to buy the next Call of Duty and just stay playing Black Ops 3, or play Black Ops 3 for the next 3 weeks and pick up the next COD. I got a few, 2 classes to help you out, a few little tips to help you out, help you improve your game, make your KD bigger and sexier. Woo-hoo-hoo. But let's get right on into it. So look at my stats. My KD 3.14, my win-loss 11.97. We'll round that up to a cheeky 12. Now these are the best stats I've ever had in a Call of Duty, simply because the more time you put into a COD, the better you get at it. And what do I mean by that is, well, I've been playing COD for 7 or 8 years now, so the latest COD will most likely always be one of the best CODs I play, just because the more time I've played, you understand that now. So a lot of people ask me, how do you get good at the game? How are you so good at the game? There's only one thing that you get good at the game: time. Now, it may be frustrating learning that, but the more time you put in, the more experience you get. Doesn't matter if you're playing COD, doesn't matter if you're studying, anything you do, the more time you put into it, the more it's going to give back to you, okay? So if you're just starting off playing Call of Duty and you got like a 0.5 KD, if you want to get better, put more time into it. If you want to get better at Call of Duty, play more, run around. You may take a few deaths, but run around, learn the map. The more time you put in, it's going to help you a lot more. And so let's take a look at my weapons. Now these are quite well spread out in my opinion. A few over 10,000, trying to get these over 10,000, but unfortunately won't, because I don't play this game anymore. But I might cheekily come on in a week and drop a few nuclears. I don't know. But most people around level 1000, you'll just see their top gun have like 50,000 kills. Then their second most favorite will only have like 3,000. I tried not to do that, so I spread my kills across like a lot of guns. Got a feel for pretty much every gun in the game, and I can say that if you're a decent player, you can go well with any weapon in this game. There's no bad weapon in this game. They're all pretty well rounded, except for the M8. This thing is overpowered, and the VMP overpowered. So quick little hints: if you want to go good and you don't know what gun to use, VMP, M8A7, use them. Equipment. Now a lot of people don't use these. All of these were done for challenges except my frag. I actually use this. 2 reasons I use it: 1, you can bounce them off walls unlike the Semtex, and 2, you can time when they blow up unlike the Semtex. Perfect. A lot of people don't seem to use these at all. I say try and learn how to use the frag grenade. Bouncing them off walls will help you a lot. We'll go into specialists now. Top 3, Heatwave used at the start of the game, Psychosis, then used Psychosis, then felt, I prefer something that will kill people quicker. So I put on the War Machine, and this is what I've been using. Oh my god. Direct impacts, bounces off walls, kills anyone. If you do use Flak Jacket or if you come up against people using Flak Jacket, this will still kill them pretty easily, so that's why I use it. Again, a lot of people my level, you will see them using the Ripper, which I say try and use that as well, because it is probably the most overpowered specialist. You get it the quickest, despite it being a lethal specialist. First minute in the game, you probably already got it, to be honest, and it lasts forever. So it's stupidly overpowered. Now let's go into my score streaks, and you must think with that KD, you must use, Wraith, Raps, Hater, bloody Mothership every game. Nope. The only score streaks I use: UAV, Counter, and Hardened Sentry. UAV because you want to see literally the enemies on the minimap. Counter UAV because you don't want people to see you on the minimap. And Hardened Sentry because you can lock down areas and sentries can literally see the whole map if you put them in the correct spot. The game modes I play, literally only Team Deathmatch. A little bit of cheeky Search and Destroy. I do love Search and Destroy, but The amount of people in search who don't know how to actually play the game type, oh my god, it's so annoying. And then apart from that, let's go and check out these classes. So these are all my classes. Boom, 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 pow, pow, skiat, boom, pow. Now, this class is the best class in my opinion. This is going off if you want to play, team deathmatch, domination, just the regular game types apart from search and destroy. M8A7, Elo Sight, Rapid Fire Stock, High Cow, RK5. Now, I don't have extended mags or fast mags, so if you do sense someone is near you, instead of waiting for a full reload, just pull out your secondary. Now, these perks are across every class of mine, as you can see. Look at this. Ooh, maybe with the exception of this one, just because I prefer to hover in the air. But Flak Jacket, Fast Hands, Tac Mask. If you're not using these three, you're doing something wrong. These are the only perks in the game that actually make a difference, okay? Then if you don't want to use an assault rifle and you're more of a SMG type player, you want to run around, then I advise you to use the VMP, quick draw, grip, and we'll go cheeky extended mags, and you do get an extra slot. Now, you could use a grenade or you could put an attachment on your pistol, but I reckon this class is good enough. Now, the VMP is extremely overpowered, but then again, if you don't like using it because it may have a little bit too much recoil at range, Kuda, quick draw, grip, take that off. Not fast mags, what am I doing? Rapid fire and extended mags. This is extremely accurate and kills people literally any range. It's literally an AR packed into a little submachine gun. It's amazing. Keep the same perks. These perks should never change unless you're playing search and destroy. And the tips I can give you are, I've got 4 or 5 tips for you. I can't count them at the moment, but the first one, try and play with a teammate. Have a party chat open so you can communicate with people. Whether it's search and destroy, team deathmatch, doesn't matter. You're always going to get better when there's someone in your party telling you where enemies are, as well as you looking at the radar. As well, in number 1 with a teammate, try and pick someone up who is better than you or on the same skill range as you, just because you only get better by versing people a little bit higher or a lot higher than your skill level. If you're versing bad players constantly, your skill level is always going to be low, okay? Secondly, your first score streak or your score streaks, one of them should always be a UAV. Now, taking that to account, always look at your mini-map, because it doesn't matter if you have a UAV or not, people who don't use suppressors are always going to show up on there. 3, don't sit in corners. That a lot of people who don't know how to play the game tend to sit in corners. Now, that's fair because you don't know how to play, you're scared to move around, you want to get kills. That is the worst thing you can do for you to get better at Call of Duty. Take a few deaths, learn where you spawn, learn where enemies spawn, learn the spawns at the start of the map, okay? That's the only way you're going to get better. Move around. You may take a few deaths, but it's a learning experience. The more time you put in, the more time you're going to get out of it, Don't spend all your time doing one thing in the game, literally sitting in corners. It won't help you at all. And number 4, what else? What else is there? Nothing really. Just put time into the game. Just play until you get salty enough, and then don't play at all. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Later!